Razabane for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to have with me none other than Liam Williams. Liam, we all right? Tired? Long journey?
Stretching, sorry mate, a bit tired, yeah. Water please. Sorry mate.
That's all right. How was the journey down?
Yeah, it was alright. We did end up going to the wrong venue. We ended up in the Landmark Hotel.
Whose fault was that?
Listen, I don't want to point the finger at anyone, but I got told. I got told the Landmark. Me and Greg, nutritionist, went there. He was waiting, thinking like, I haven't seen a single kind of boxing face reporter, anything here. So we sat down. We thought maybe it's just a bit early. We sat down. I had like the smallest bowl of fruit, chopped up fruit with a bit of fat-free yogurt, and come away from there with a £65 bill. So I was fucking absolute piss take, mate. But it is what it is. School by error. That's what you get for going in them places for a bit of fruit and yogurt when you know they're gonna hit you with a pretty hefty bill.
It is central London, so everything's quite hiked here. Liam, I just spoke to Chris Eubank, and he called you a wet bag. And
A what?
A wet bag.
Makes sense. Have you ever heard of a wet bag? I think he means wet wipe. Mong.
He said he's been so vocal and said a lot of things to me on Twitter, but basically to his face today, he didn't say anything, and he was using the words respectful.
So basically what he said is, I'm afraid to say to his face, yeah. Okay, if he believes that, then let him keep believing that, because he's got it all wrong. I'm just basically I could sit there today and tear him a new arsehole, but I have to watch what I'm saying in front of all these people, because I'll probably end up getting myself in trouble. So I'd rather just keep hold of it.
What fight can we expect on December? We know what you're both like. We know you're both explosive. You come on the front foot, heavy on the front foot, and you throw both hands. Both of you do. So what can we expect on fight night?
I just think the first couple of rounds maybe a bit cagey, trying to get adjusted to the fight, and trying to get the range and whatnot. So I think it might be a little bit cagey, and then I think once we have a good, once we engage well for the first time and we have a bit of a punch up, the first bit of explosive activity, then I think that will set their light, and I think it'll catch fire then, and we'll just pretty much lock horns and go at it, if I'm honest.
Your trainer Dominic Ingle did an interview on the weekend where he said that as you get older, it's difficult to make weight, as we all know, right? But especially when you're moving up and down weight. We know Chris moves between 160 and 168. Most recently fought at 168, and he's going to be dropping 8 pounds to come back down to 160. Do you feel like that's an advantage to you in a way?
Not really, if I'm being totally honest with you, because I think looking at Chris, naturally Chris is he's one of them guys who's like, even if he didn't train for the next 18 months, he'd probably still have abs, and he'd be in half decent shape. I mean, he's got good genetics. I probably lose, even though he's coming from super middle down to middle. I've probably always lost, even when I moved up from light middle, I've probably always lost more weight than him. I'll blow up well over 14 stone, and I always have. It's no secret. It's just the way my body is. Most people wouldn't be honest and say that, but what's the point of me lying? People know what I'm about, and I've naturally got a big frame, so my body's got I got that type of frame which I will put the weight on.
We know Chris throws in combinations. We know he's not known for a one-punch knockout. He throws a multiple of punches to get rid of his opponent. We've seen it over the past. We saw it with many of his fights that he's had before. Is there anything that he possesses that is a challenge for you or you haven't seen before?
Yeah, he does bring challenges. Obviously, just like you said there, he throws punches and bunches very well. Good shot variety. You know, mixes it up well. Head, body, uppercuts, hooks. He's fit, and he's always very active. He's got a good engine. So you know, it's never going to be an easy fight, and I'd be an idiot if I sat here and said or thought that it was going to be easy. It's just, you know, regardless of all that, I definitely think I've got the beating of him. I've got just as good engine as him, better boxing brain, better ring IQ, and on top of all, I punch harder than him. So I think it's a very good fight. It's a very good fight, and the fans win.
December 11th in your hometown, Cardiff. How does this fight end?
It just ends with a Liam Williams win. Hopefully that comes within the distance, but if not, then I'm prepared to go the 12. And the main thing is we're going to give the fans what they want, and we're going to give them a very exciting night in Cardiff.
Okay, Liam, wish you all the best on December 11th. Just before I let you go, obviously some quick reflection on Saturday night just gone. Obviously your friend, close stablemate, Kid Galahad, taking that devastating defeat to Kiko Martinez. I'm sure you've seen him. How is he, and how's he in spirits?
Yeah, I've seen Barry. Barry's back in the gym Monday morning. Even, you know, win, lose or draw, he's a gym rat, and he's always there. Which, if I'm being totally honest with you, I don't really agree with, because win, lose or draw, I'm not in the gym for 2 or 3 weeks, and you know that doesn't make me undedicated or well, I don't know, whatever other people want to call it, but I just think for me, I put so much into my camp, physically, mentally, emotionally. I'm always on it. Even when I'm not in the gym, I'm thinking about the fight, I'm thinking about training, I'm thinking who I'm going to spar next week. That's just the way I am. So I need that break in between fights. I need a couple of weeks off. Barry doesn't seem to think he needs that, but from my point of view, I don't think it's a good thing that he's straight back in the gym, because you need to give your body and your mind a chance to rest.
And finally, quick prediction for this Saturday night: Dimitri Andrade, your former opponent, versus Jason Quigley. Obviously, Jason trained for a while at the Ingle Gym as well. Give Jason an opportunity in that fight to win? I
don't think Jason is totally in the dark. Like, you know, he's got very good ability, and I'd love to see him pull it off. But I do think after sharing the ring with Demetrius that he'll have that bit too much, and he beat Jason. But that doesn't mean to say I don't want Jason to beat him, because I'd love to see it. He's a good friend of mine, and he's just a nice guy overall. So he's the type of guy that you want to see do well, and I certainly want to see him do well.
Okay, well, Liam, enjoy London City. Enjoy paying for all the bills and the invoices that Greg's probably going to be eating a lot as well. So good luck with all of that. Enjoy the Sky Sports. I know you've got the head-to-head to do now, is it?
Yeah, we're going to do a gloves are off at the table. Me, Chris, Johnny. I'm sure Johnny will throw a little spanner in the works and try and piss one of us off, so we go at each other a little bit. But it's all part of the parcel, and it's exciting. I'm looking forward.
Lee Williams, IFL TV, thank you very much.